welcome back to A Vintage Vanity, and we are on the fourth and final day of the life cycle of our wet set. And that last day is the day that I love to do updos because you know what? Your hair is primed and ready for it. It is the perfect time to do it, and I'm going to show you how to do this great fun updo. It is one of my favorites and it is super simple to do. You guys are going to absolutely love this, so keep watching for that. Now, before I roll the tutorial footage, please know that this is also going to be a voiceover because when I was filming I forgot to turn my mic on. So yeah, I don't think it's super annoying. Still a lot of great information and I think you guys are going to enjoy it, so let's roll that footage. By day 4, your hair will either be dry or it will be greasy. Because of the coloring I do to my hair is going to be dry. So I'm going to add some moisture and care back into the hair, especially on the ends of the hair where those oils from the scalp aren't reaching. And we're going to use a soothing serum, which today I'm using a Moroccan argan oil. If your hair is getting really greasy, you're going to want to use something like a dry shampoo, and you're going to want to concentrate that on the base of the hair, so at the root of the hair, to soak up any of those excess oils. I'm just using the end of my teasing brush to section off the crown of my hair, and you're just going to do from the corner of your forehead to the other corner, and you want to do that in a U shape. Now, as you can see, it doesn't need to be completely perfect. And then I'm just going to actually clip this section of hair away because we're going to deal with the rest of the hair before we come back and finish the front. Next, we are going to brush all that hair up into a really high ponytail, and you want to make sure the back and the sides are nice and smooth, so take your time brushing that up. And then you're going to tie off the ponytail right behind that section of hair that we sectioned off earlier. Now for the fun part, the back combing. Take the entire ponytail and just back comb it. Now you can section off the hair and back comb each individually, but if you're in a hurry like I was that day, just take the whole thing and just back comb the heck out of it. You just want to make sure that each section of hair has some back combing to it. Then to really make sure that back combing stays nice, you're going to spritz it with some hairspray. I'm using Big Sexy Hair, and you want to give it just a moment to dry. This is where the magic happens. I'm taking my teasing brush and I'm lightly brushing the outside and the sides of the hair so it looks nice and smooth and calm from the outside, hiding all that crazy wacky back combing underneath it. Gather up that hair, and you're going to smooth it to the ends, then take those ends and roll it under until you reach the part of the hair, and then from either side of the roll you're going to place in a bobby pin and try to cross your bobby pins as best as possible. That'll give you more security. And then I'm just kind of slinking out that roll on both sides to give us a nice volume, and poof. Very easy, very simple. For added security, I'll just pop in a couple more bobby pins in the back to make sure that roll stays. Then I take my hairspray. Once again, I'm using Big Sexy Hair, and I like to run my hands over it while it's still wet. That really helps to maintain and smooth out any of those flyaways. Also, while it's still wet, I will take my teasing brush and brush the little flyaways on the back of the head as well. For that front section of hair, you do want to take your time and take very thin sections of hair, back comb from about halfway through the hair strand to the base of the hair. And when you back comb, you always want to make sure that you're only going in one direction, which is down. That will actually help minimize any type of damage to the hair. So you definitely don't want to saw back and forth on the hair. Once you've back combed all that hair in the crown, you are going to spritz it with hairspray again and wait for it to dry for a moment. We're going to smooth the hair out again. The key for this is, once again, brushing all sides of the hair, not brushing through the back combing, and for this, in the direction that you want the hair to roll. So we're going to be rolling to my right, so I'm going to be brushing the hair and smoothing the hair towards that direction. To get that nice height in the bang, I'm just going to use my hand to kind of push the hair up to give it that nice swoop. Then I'm going to take the ends of the hair, wrap it around my two fingers to form the roll. And because of the back combing, this really gives us time to play around without that fear that we're going to lose our height or lose our roll. You can roll it as many times as you need to. Now, one thing to keep in mind with your roll, you want to make sure that the back end of the roll is laying nice and tight to the head so that you've got no gaps. So slinky that out if you need to, move the roll around, manipulate it as much as you want to so that you get a nice coverage and no holes in your front roll. Using one hand to cup the roll, keep it in place, take your bobby pin and place it right in the center of the roll. That will secure the roll to your head so it won't move. If you need to, add 1 or 2 more bobby pins, but honestly, with the back combing and everything else, these rolls should really want to stay with only 1 or 2 bobby pins. And we finish it off with our hairspray. More hairspray. Mwahaha! My absolute favorite way of finishing off this style is, of course, with a beautiful, colorful scarf. And you can see here, I'm just tucking the ends of the scarf in. Now, I do have to place a bobby pin on each side of the scarf right above the ears to keep it in place and from slipping off my very odd shaped head. So that is it. That is our fabulous updo for day 4. I really hope you guys enjoyed this series. As always, I love hearing from you. So go ahead in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought of today's hair tutorial and anything else that's going on in your lives. What do you guys like to do on your last day of a wet set? What is that one go-to style for you? I'd love to hear your thoughts on that in the comment section below. And if you're new to A Vintage Vanity, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you will always see the videos here pop up in your subscription box. And that way you won't miss anything that's going on. And of course, like, share, all that great social media things. And thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye.